Hello and welcome to ReaderZone. This video will show you how to create a ReaderZone account and then start logging reading. This is the screen that you see when you download and then open the ReaderZone app. To find the ReaderZone app, go to Google Play or the Apple App Store and search for the terms ReaderZone. You'll see a page that looks like this. The ReaderZone app has this purple icon with the book in the center. Let's go back to the app. If I already have a ReaderZone account, I just enter my email and password, and if I don't have a ReaderZone account, I just click the Register Now button. Once I click Register Now, I'm taken to this screen where I can create my account. We'll enter in my first name, last name, and then an email address. The email address can be any address that you happen to use and will become the username for your account. Next, you enter in a password. The password must be at least 8 characters. We don't require there to be special characters or an uppercase or lowercase letter or what have you. It just has to be 8 characters. So I will enter in a very simple password here. Once you have your name, email address, and password entered, click Submit. And now I will decide what type of a ReaderZone account I will have. A reader account is for a person who will create their own account and log their own reading. A parent account is a person who will create an account and then add children to their ReaderZone account and log their reading. We'll select the parent account and click Next. The first thing I'm going to do here is enter a reader into my ReaderZone account, so I'll click Add Reader. We'll put in the first name and last name for this reader. If you would like to maintain privacy with regard to your children, you can put in a first name, last initial, nickname, or whatever you would like to do to maintain privacy for your child. Once I have the name in here, I click Next. Now I'm at the screen where I enter in the reading program code that was provided by my school or library. This is a 5-character alphanumeric code. If you don't have the code, you can go back to your school or library and find out what their code is. But without the code, you can't proceed to create a ReaderZone account and join a reading program and group. So I will enter the reading program code that we use for our ReaderZone public programs. This will be different than the reading program code that you have for your program. Once I enter the reading program code in here, I can select the reading group that I belong with. And you'll select the reading group that you belong with once you enter in the reading program code for the program that you would like to join. So I'll click the 100 minutes per week and join that group. Once I join the group that I belong with, I click Next. Our next step is the book bank. The book bank is a way for me to put in the books that I am reading and the books that I have finished. This step is optional, but we'll show you how it works. To find books, I can enter in a title, author, ISBN, or EAN number, or keywords. Let's say I've read Where the Red Fern Grows. I can enter in red, fern here, and it'll bring up the results for that search term. And there it is, Where the Red Fern Grows. I'll add this book, and then I have the option to decide if this is a book I will read one time or if it's a book that I will read again and again. I'll click Read Once here, and now that book is added to my book bank. I can add more books to my book bank by repeating this process. And again, this step is optional, except for reading programs that have books as the metric. If you are logging the number of books read, you're going to have to select a book from your book bank every time you finish a book. So once I've entered in the books I would like to have, I click Next. We are now ready to start logging reading into our ReaderZone account. I'll click Go. You'll see that my reader, Billy Reader, is here on my screen. If I would like to add another reader, I click the Add Reader button and repeat that same process. Now let's see what happens when we click View Reader. I'm here at Billy Reader's page, and you'll see that he is logging minutes, and so there is a timer integrated into the app. I can start the timer and read until I'm through reading, and then click Pause, Next, and then that will make an entry into my ReaderZone account. If I want to make a manual entry, I click the Manual Entry button, and let's say I read 20 minutes today. I'll click 20 minutes, click Next, and confirm, and now that reading entry is in my account. I have unlocked an award for having made my first reading entry. I click the thumbs up button here, and that returns me back to my home page. You can see here that I'm on my home page. I can see my book bank, I can see the awards that I have earned, and I can see my reading entry screen. If I would like to make another entry for today, I click Make Another Entry, and I can, again, let's say I read 15 more minutes, I click Next, confirm, now that reading entry is in. Let's say I have missed a few days of reading, If I want to go back and make past reading entries, I click the icon up there in the top right and then add past reading. I can go through and add the reading that I have missed up to 10 days back. And you'll see that there are some instructions here if it's the first time I have used this function. Let's say I can go back to March 18th and I read 15 minutes that day. I click 15, confirm, and now that reading entry is saved. I can go through and add as many reading entries as I would like, going back up to 10 days. Let's say on the 19th I read 10 minutes. I click confirm, saved, and now that's done, so I click done, and now I am taken to my progress. I can see all the progress in my account, going back as far as I have had a Reader's Own account. If I click this back button up here in the top left, I go back to my reading entry screen, and now I am back at my home screen. If I close the app at this point, I'm taken back to my phone. If I click the Reader's Own app again, I'm taken directly to the screen that I left off with. This means that you don't have to log into Reader's Own every time you make a reading entry. You will only have to log in if you actively log out of the app. So that's about it for using the app. It's very simple and powerful, and we hope you have a lot of success logging reading. Thank you.